Hello everyone, and thank you for coming today. I know how important time is in the world today. Like they say, time is money, right? So I'm going to make this brief and about what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about a brief summary of my life. My name is Lamond. There's not a lot of humor in my life. There's definitely a lot of hard work, sweat, sweat. And my specific purpose today is to inform you all the factors that made me into the strong woman that I am today. Usually when I walk into a room, everyone's eyes are normally on me. I'm a very caring, energetic, positive woman, and I enjoy having positive people around me. The saying is misery loves company. So I definitely do not like miserable people around me. Only positive people in my life. I'm always looking, I'd say, for projects, but to define my projects is people that have goals, positive energy, and just need maybe a little push. If they need a shoulder to cry on, I can offer them my experience, my knowledge, and help them get over that little hump. By helping people, it makes me feel good inside. It makes me feel like I can be their miracle in their life, like I needed in mine. And by keeping those points in mind that I just discussed, let's return to my introduction. As a child, I always felt unloved and lonely. I was born in San Antonio, Texas. I grew up in Virginia. My mother, she was always working a lot. Most of the time, she had two jobs. She was either working, scolding, punishing. A lot of times in anger, which in my book is the worst kind of abuse. My father also was always sleeping. He was always working, going to college, or working, or watching TV shows every night. TV shows. My dad during his TV shows. My sister, she was like a bad shadow for me. I was always getting in trouble for her. I was the oldest and I was expected to make sure nothing happened to her. And because of that, I was always in trouble, always. Anybody in the audience ever been in a situation like that, having to protect their sibling and getting in trouble, My sister, she was pretty embarrassing to me, the things that she did, and she was always doing. I was either getting punished or beaten up protecting her from the neighborhood kids and the neighbors. Now that I've explained the first part of my life, I'd like to move on to the next stage of my life. And having such a strict, punishing childhood, those challenges started my life of independence, and I didn't even know it. I had so many experiences, bad, good, personal, and very educational. I started being an adult and doing things for my family. Normally kids my age wouldn't have to do at the age of 10, cooking, cleaning, taking care of their family, laundry, etc. I ran away a lot. I spent a lot of time in detention homes from the age 12 till I was 18 years old. I went from job to job, never finding anything that I could commit to or I enjoyed. I was a dropout with no education. It took me 10 years to get my GED, but I finally got my GED. In the year 2000, I started working for myself. I started a business called Scrubbles Incorporated. It was a construction cleaning company. I owned and operated that business for 7 years until natural disasters down in Florida, the market crashing, basically destroyed my company. I had sunk all my time, my hard work, into that company, my career, till I lost it. My hardships were very challenging, but those hardships and the experiences forced me to be the strong, independent woman that I am today. I have spoken so far of my childhood, my experiences, and hardships. I'd like to share my goals that I have for my future. I have 4 long-term goals for myself and my future. First, I want to finish my schooling. I have 4 quarters left till I get my associate's degree in business. Then I was going to go for my accounting degree and get a bilingual language of Spanish because we have so many people in this world today, and at least the United States, that speak Spanish. I'd like to also how important it is for me to have more education than just a GED, especially at my age of 42 years old almost. I'm getting up there in age and can't do what I used to be able to do back in the days when I was 20. Now I know some of y'all can't understand where I'm coming from, right? I'd like to find a career I can enjoy, enhance my experience, and increase my chances of achieving my other goals that I think and stress about almost every day. I want to be a role model for my daughters and women like me. I have 3 daughters and they're all grown up and doing their own things. None of my daughters have an educational background or any goals in their life. So I want my kids to be proud of my accomplishments and know that it's never too late to make any changes and to be something of yourself. My next goal is to be able to retire someday, hopefully before I get too old and can't enjoy it. I want to be buy a nice piece of property and a nice house. Now I'm not talking about a mansion or nothing, you know, but a small little nice little piece of property with a house is going to be good for me. I also want to get 2 high-powered lawnmowers, so me and my husband, we can drive around in the lawn, you know, like go-karts, you know, and race to the finish. Who's going to finish the lawn first? I'd like to get my driver's license back and some decent, reliable transportation, maybe a Lamborghini. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But I definitely want to get like a sports car. You know, I'd like to have a sports car so me and my husband can ride around and act like teenagers. I've spoken so far about everything about me and my life, but I've not really talked much about my fiance. The reason why is I wanted to save the best for last. Sorry guys. My last goal is to get hitched. Just kidding, honey. My fiance Chuck is sitting in the audience right here, and I figured that he'd get a rise out of him. Yes, my last goal is to marry that gorgeous, loving, caring, wonderful, sweet man over there. He's my rock and he has my back no matter what. He's one of the best things that's ever happened in my life except the birth of my children. And he's all mine, ladies. No one can have him, he's all mine. Well, I'm going to sum up my introduction now. After all my tribulations I've experienced, I'm still positive and fight every day with my depression to motivate myself and give my goals everything I have in me. And I want to thank you for your time. You're welcome to stay behind and enjoy the refreshments that I've provided for y'all. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask, don't hesitate to ask. And everybody have a great weekend. Thank you so much.